Are your eyes feeling tired more often these days? Maybe you notice that gritty feeling in the afternoon, or things look a little blurry when reading small print. Perhaps driving at dusk has become more stressful, with oncoming headlights making you tense. Or maybe you find yourself squinting just to recognize the faces of your loved ones across the room. It can be discouraging when your world doesn't look as sharp as it used to, and it's natural to feel a little less independent at times. You're not alone, and there are simple, natural ways to support your eyes and help them feel more comfortable again. Dangerous possibility of eventually having to give up your car keys or feeling helpless as your vision gradually fades into a foggy haze, but I want you to listen to me very carefully right now because it is not your fault, and this decline is not inevitable. My name is Dr. Michael Harrison, and for decades, I have watched older adults struggle with the fear of losing their sight relying on expensive synthetic supplements that often overpromise and underdeliver while their vision continues to deteriorate. But what if I told you that the secret weapon to protect your eyes and restore your visual freedom is not hidden in a costly pharmaceutical lab, but rather waiting for you right now in the simple, affordable aisles of your local grocery store today? I am going to share with you a proven therapeutic protocol using just 3 powerful seeds that can nourish your eyes, defend against cellular damage, and neutralize the silent threats that steal your sight. And if you stick with me, I am going to use the open loop technique right now to promise you that at the very end of this presentation, I will reveal a secret 4th item, a superhero fruit, that works synergistically with these seeds to dramatically boost your results, giving you a comprehensive defense system for your aging eyes. You see, the real enemy of your vision is a silent destroyer called oxidative stress, which quietly attacks the delicate tissues of your macula and retina over the years, leading to that gritty, tired feeling and the heartbreaking blurriness that makes everyday tasks feel so monumental. Conventional medicine often waits until the damage is severe before offering drastic interventions, but the truth, backed by extensive research, including the landmark ARDS-2 studies and numerous medical journals, is that targeted nutrition can actively restore and protect your eye health. Let us begin with the first incredible defender of your vision, chia seeds. These tiny wonders are a massive powerhouse of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, which is absolutely critical for neutralizing the inflammation that ravages your retina over time. When your retina is inflamed, it cannot process light correctly, leading to blurry vision and fatigue. Chia seeds act as a soothing balm for this inflammation, and they also possess a miraculous ability to hold on to water, which systematically improves the hydration of your entire body, including the fluid balance within your eyes. I want to tell you about a patient of mine named Marlene. Marlene was 68 years old, and she came into my office in tears because her dry, gritty eyes were making it impossible for her to joyfully read her favorite books to her young grandchildren. She felt like her eyes were constantly filled with sand, and no amount of over-the-counter eye drops provided lasting relief. I told Marlene to start incorporating just 1 spoonful of soaked chia seeds into her morning oatmeal every single day. Within 3 short weeks, Marlene called my office completely elated. The gritty feeling had vanished, and she was back to reading chapter books to her grandchildren without a single drop of artificial tears. Chia seeds are the quiet hero of retinal health because they provide the foundational hydration and anti-inflammatory omega-3s your eyes are desperately thirsting for. But if chia seeds are the quiet hero of retinal health, then flax seeds, our second powerful grocery store staple, are the silent guardian of the macula. Flax seeds are densely packed with lignans, which are powerful plant compounds that combat oxidative stress right at the cellular level of your eye. The macula is the central part of your retina, responsible for your sharpest, detailed vision, the kind of vision you need to thread a needle, read small print, or recognize a friendly face across the street. As we age, the macula is constantly bombarded by high-energy light waves and environmental toxins. Flax seeds provide a sturdy shield against this dangerous bombardment. Furthermore, flax seeds nurture the gut-eye connection, a fascinating frontier in medical science, showing that a healthy digestive microbiome directly correlates with reduced systemic inflammation and healthier blood vessels in the eyes. Let me share the story of Edna and Harold, a lovely couple in their early 70s who were terrified that they were both losing Their ability to drive safely at night. Harold complained of severe halos around streetlights, while Edna felt her central vision was becoming alarmingly dim and washed out. I instructed them to buy whole flax seeds, grind them fresh to preserve the delicate oils, and sprinkle them over their salads and yogurts. I explained that grinding the flax seeds is essential because our bodies cannot fully break down the tough outer hull to access the therapeutic lignans and omega-3s inside. Within 2 months of this simple daily habit, both Edna and Harold reported a profound improvement. Harold felt confident driving at dusk again, and Edna joyfully proclaimed that the colors in her garden looked vibrant and sharp for the first time in years. Flax seeds are incredibly cheap, often costing less than a cup of coffee for a month's supply, yet they offer a defensive barrier for your macula that no expensive synthetic pill can easily replicate. Now, as we move forward, we must address another vital component of eye health, which brings us to our third extraordinary seed, the humble sunflower seed. While chia and flax are champions of omega-3s and macula protection, sunflower seeds are the ultimate source of natural vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that is specifically required to protect the fatty tissues of the eye from free radical damage. But sunflower seeds do something even more remarkable. They directly support the health of your meibomian glands, which are the tiny oil-producing glands lining the edges of your eyelids. When these glands become clogged or sluggish, your tears evaporate too quickly, leading to a frustrating stinging sensation and severe dry eye disease. Vitamin E, alongside the healthy fats in sunflower seeds, helps keep the oil flowing smoothly from the meibomian glands, ensuring a thick protective tear film over the surface of your eye. Consider the case of Joyce, a retired school teacher who spent her entire career reading essays and was now spending her retirement struggling with eyes so dry and painful she could barely keep them open to watch her favorite television shows. Joyce was spending a fortune on specialized eyelid scrubs and heated masks with only temporary relief. I asked Joyce to simply add a handful of raw, unsalted sunflower seeds to her daily afternoon snack routine. The natural therapeutic dose of vitamin E began to work its magic, and within 4 weeks Joyce noticed that her eyes felt lubricated and comfortable from the moment she woke up until she went to sleep. She no longer felt that dangerous stinging sensation, and she reclaimed the simple freedom of watching television and reading without pain. Sunflower seeds are a delicious, crunchy, and highly effective way to nourish the tear film and protect your eyes from the harsh elements of the environment. So now we have covered the 3 foundational seeds: chia for retinal hydration and inflammation, flax for macular defense and lignans, and sunflower seeds for vitamin E and meibomian gland support. By combining these 3 simple, affordable seeds, you are creating a powerful shield against the silent deterioration of aging eyes. You are actively choosing to protect your independence, to defend your ability to drive, and to secure your joy of seeing the world clearly. But I promised you an open loop earlier. I promised you a secret superhero bonus fruit that acts as the ultimate catalyst for these 3 seeds, and that secret weapon is the remarkable blueberry. Blueberries are packed with a specific type of antioxidant called anthocyanins, which give the fruit its deep, rich purple and blue colors. Anthocyanins are scientifically proven to strengthen the tiny, fragile blood vessels that nourish the optic nerve and the retina. The optic nerve is the critical communication cable that sends visual information from your eye to your brain, and keeping it healthy is paramount for maintaining lifelong vision. Furthermore, the anthocyanins in blueberries have been shown in clinical studies to significantly accelerate the regeneration of rhodopsin, a light-sensitive protein in the retina that is absolutely essential for night vision and adapting to dark environments. This means that blueberries are the ultimate antidote for that terrifying, blinding glare of oncoming headlights. Let me tell you about Louise, a 75-year-old widow who lived alone and cherished her independence above all else. Louise was terrified because she was losing her ability to navigate her home in the dim evening light, often bumping into furniture and feeling completely helpless. When the sun went down, she was convinced she would have to move into an assisted living facility, a thought that broke her heart. I introduced Louise to the concept of combining the 3 seeds with a daily half cup of fresh or frozen blueberries. I explained that the frozen ones are just as therapeutic and often cheaper, she started making a simple morning smoothie blending the chia flax sunflower seeds and blueberries into 1. Delicious, powerful vision protecting elixir. After 6 weeks of this consistent routine, Louise experienced a miraculous restoration of her night vision. She could confidently walk through her house. In the evening, the fear of falling vanished, and her precious independence was completely secured. She called me crying tears of joy because she knew she could stay in her own home safely. The synergy of the hydrating chia, the protective flax, the lubricating sunflower seeds, and the blood vessel strengthening blueberries created a comprehensive natural defense system that completely transformed her life. Now I know what you might be thinking, Dr. Harrison, this all sounds wonderful, but how do I actually implement this into my daily life without it becoming a complicated chore? I promised you a realistic step-by-step weekly habit guide to remove all the implementation friction. So here is exactly what you are going to do. Starting tomorrow morning, you are going to take 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flax seeds, and 1 tablespoon of raw shelled sunflower seeds. And you're going to put them in a small bowl. You can add a splash of water or almond milk to let the chia seeds plump up for about 10 minutes. Then you are going to top this mixture with a generous half cup of blueberries. You can eat this exactly as it is. Mix it into your morning yogurt, blend it into a delicious smoothie, or even sprinkle it over a bowl of warm oatmeal. This entire process takes less than 5 minutes, it costs mere pennies a day, and it replaces the need for dozens of expensive, ineffective synthetic supplements that clutter your medicine cabinet. I want to address a common objection. Right now, some of you might be wondering about safety, especially if you are taking blood thinners or have sensitive digestion. The beauty of these natural foods is that they are generally very safe and gentle on the body. However, because flax and chia are high in fiber, it is important to start slow, perhaps. Just a teaspoon of each for the first few days, and drink plenty of water to let your digestive system adjust naturally. And of course, if you are on prescription blood thinners, simply consult your primary care physician before making any large dietary changes. Though, in my clinical experience, moderate daily amounts of these seeds are incredibly well tolerated and provide immense systemic benefits far beyond just your eyes. The contrast between buying cheap, wholesome seeds from the bulk bin at your grocery store versus spending hundreds of dollars a month on heavily marketed eye vitamins is staggering. These natural whole foods provide complex matrices of vitamins, minerals, and cofactors that your body intuitively knows exactly how to absorb and utilize, whereas isolated synthetic vitamins often pass right through your system without ever reaching the delicate tissues of your macula and retina. I want you to take a moment and practice a little future pacing with me. Close your eyes for a brief second and imagine what your life will look like 6 months from now when you have diligently followed this natural vision protocol. Imagine waking up in the morning and opening your eyes to feel zero pain, zero grit, and zero dryness. Imagine sitting down with your morning coffee and reading the newspaper without having to desperately search for your reading glasses or squinting until your head aches. Imagine the pure joy and profound relief of getting into your car at dusk, feeling completely confident and secure as you drive to a family dinner, unafraid of the glare of headlights. Imagine looking across the dining room table and seeing the beautiful smiling faces of your children and grandchildren with absolute crisp clarity. This is not an impossible dream. This is a biological reality that is entirely within your grasp when you give your body the exact raw materials it needs to heal, protect, and restore itself. Your eyes have been working tirelessly for you for over 60 years. Processing. Millions of images navigating you through the world and allowing you to witness the beauty of a lifetime. They deserve to be nourished, they deserve to be protected, and you deserve to live the rest of your life with the freedom, independence, and dignity that comes from healthy, clear vision. The fear of losing your sight, the heartbreaking thought of becoming a burden to your family, the frustration of relying on doctors who only offer synthetic band-aids. All of that can begin to change today with the Simple, empowering choice to harness the healing power of chia seeds, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, and blueberries. You have the knowledge, now you understand the science of oxidative stress, the magic of omega-3s, the protective power of lignans, the lubricating benefits of vitamin E, and the nerve-strengthening miracles of anthocyanins. You have heard the real-life stories of Marlene, Edna, Harold, Joyce, and Louise, everyday people just like you who decided to take control of their eye health and won their visual freedom back. The journey to better vision does not require a prescription pad, it requires a grocery list and a commitment to yourself. This decline is not inevitable. You can neutralize the damage, you can boost your defenses, and you can restore your comfort naturally, safely, and affordably. So I want you to take action right now and join our growing community of empowered individuals who are reclaiming their health. Tap the like button, click subscribe, leave a comment below. Which of these foods are you already using? Which one will you start this week?